hammer. In match number 1, the 1980s bowler of the decade, Lisa Wagner, knocked down Jeannie Nacarado 236 to 198.
Jeannie finishing with 3 in a row, but it wasn't enough to defeat Lisa.
In match number 2, though, Leanne Barrett came out very strong as she defeated Lisa Wagner 267 225.
Leanne had the first 6 strikes for a total of 9.
And in match number 3 was a 50-pin spread. Anne-Marie Dugan coming out on top.
Anne-Marie with 2 3-baggers, and she's trying to get lined up for the final match.
Well, don't go away. It's what you wanted. It's what we were waiting for. A rematch of last show. Anne-Marie Dugan up against Cheryl Daniels for the title.
July on Passports Field.
And Jan, I know this crowd is excited just to see these two players going at it once again last night. Such excitement in the position round. They both start out with the first 7, slapping it off the whole bit. We asked them if they were going to do it again tonight.
And they both hope they will.
But you got to start out a little strong, don't you? Get those strikes going early. Well, Anne-Marie, meanwhile, leaves a 7-pin.
That was a good shot by Anne-Marie. A little bit of a break there. She'll be ready to go.
Well, she switched balls. You can see there, she defeated Cheryl Daniels in that position round. Very, very close, but she was trailing her by over 70 pins, trying to get that title, but Cheryl would just never let up enough.
Oh, my.
And then you can see there, she closes her eyes, knows that was a critical, critical mistake.
Well, she had just switched to that ball in the 10th frame. She had not thrown any spares with it, and the ball hooked more across the lane than she expected it to.
And Cheryl Daniels comes out as strong as ever, just like she finished up last night. Dices the rack. It amazes me, Jan, that she talked about making changes in her game, and yet that was just 3 weeks ago when she was in the number 5 position on the telecast. And here she is, number one, 2 weeks in a row. How fast did she actually get those changes implemented in her game?
Oh, she adapted quicker than most players would.
Yeah, normally it takes a player, you know, a couple weeks to get going and get the feel, but...
Well, she's also on a condition that she feels is good for her. There's a little bit more conditioner, synthetic. She's able to slide the ball more anyway, which is some of the things she was working on. So it kind of aided her in that transition period.
Oh, and Anne-Marie, 4-9 right in the pocket.
Oof. She has to just not give up here. Another good shot. That was the first shot she's made on lane 34 with this ball. She made a very good guess on where she needed to stand. Quality shot. Ball just drove a little bit too hard.
I heard the crowd yelling, go for it, go for it. I think she was.
She was going for it. She needs to now. There's that shot coming in. Actually, it was pretty high. She could have got a break, though, and tripped out one of them, but unfortunately not.
It just really has appeared to be Cheryl's tournament the whole way. You can see there, she kicks her foot, the frustration. She really has been bowling super.
Well, she's not giving up yet. She's got a lot of frames left.
Coming up high, leaves the 3-6.
She just hasn't gotten comfortable. She wasn't comfortable with the other equipment she was using, and this one appeared to be good when she switched to it. Looks like if she lets up just a little bit on her speed, the ball's going to take off.
Average on television pair, 266. Tonight, 233. Her tournament average was 225 versus Cheryl Daniels' tournament average was 230. That's high for 42 games.
It's a lot of pins to knock down.
And a look at the position by round. We mentioned Cheryl Daniels taking the lead early on and never looked back. Anne-Marie, on the other hand, was really trying to catch her coming up in the 5th and 6th round. Match play record, 17-7.
Very respectable itself.
Well, when you're averaging 230, Jan, it's tough to beat her.
True.
someone's holding up a bowler's journal, which featured Cheryl Daniels on the cover. Look at the intensity. 42-pin lead in the third frame.
Cheryl was really pumped the entire tournament. You know, I guess after, you know, you come off a win and you come back the next week and you lead every round.
For 4 in a row.
And Cheryl, kind of like Lisa, standing very straight up, dropping the ball before she actually moves. This is, again, one of the changes she's made. She's got her backswing up higher. And watch her release. She's trying to snap out of it clean and quick.
Anne-Marie Dugan crosses over, and she says, show of the arms there. It was like it hooked this much. Talking to herself, trying to tell herself, keep your arms straight, get the ball down the lane.
She's trying to figure out what's happening. You know, she's not getting what she expects, and she's normally extremely good at judging what's happening out on the lane. So right now she's a little bit confused on what's going on.
It's very frustrating. And of course, then when you do hit the pocket,
the 10-pin stand.
That's right.
She moved deeper on that shot with her feet, so she set the ball down more into the conditioner, and the ball slid longer down the lane. It didn't hook so early as it did on the previous couple of shots. I need to quickly wish well to Mary Dietz, who is Anne-Marie's mother-in-law. She's in the hospital going to be watching this show. So, Mary, Anne-Marie wishes you a speedy recovery.
And right now, Anne-Marie Dugan is going to hope to recover in this match, but Cheryl Daniels, with 4 in a row, has a 52-pin lead. 6 career titles, looking for number 7. 6 pins sits right in front of the 10.
She almost got a tap on that. And she's also changing balls, going to shoot straight at this spare.
A pretty colored ball. Does not want the ball to hook at all. Picks it up. Cheryl Daniels, 11 tournaments this year, 8 cashes. This reminds me of back in '88 when she actually started capturing her titles, Jan, because she won one. A couple weeks later, she won again. She just got on top of the world. And another strike, and Cheryl Daniels is on her way to title number 7. She has a 51-pin lead here in our championship match. Don't go away. More action from Olympia Lanes in Hammond, Indiana.
Sprint's new offer is so good, it'd be a crime to miss it.
I know this is hard, but please tell us about your son.
He's a good boy. It's just that every time he phones, he's in a hurry to hang up.
Worried about cost, is he?
That's right. I'm lucky if I get to hear 2 words about my grandkids.
So I'm thrifty. What's the crime in that?
You could have talked to your mother twice as long if you signed up for Sprint's new offer.
Order!
That's a fact. Sprint will split the bill on calls to the person you call most each month when that person is another Sprint customer. That's 50% off. So any good son can talk twice as long for the same amount of money. So call Sprint and they'll switch you to the most. Sprint's long-distance calling plan for free. You'll always get guaranteed savings automatically every month from then on.
I feel so guilty.
Being thrifty is not a crime, but missing an offer like this is.
Don't wait. Call now. 1-800-913-9736.
This is America, making the sacrifice, dedicating your life, and reaping the reward. Now, this American dream comes to life as Prime showcases the nation's most dedicated and dynamic athletes. America's best accept the challenge and dream the dream on the Prime Olympic Showcase. Competing on Prime.
And being inducted into the Southern California Bowling Hall of Fame this month, Anne-Marie Dugan and Tish Johnson. Very accomplished players, not only on the national level, also on the local level. And we wanted to wish Tish Johnson a happy birthday. She celebrated number 32, was it, Jan, this week?
32, at least that's what she says.
She doesn't have to lie yet. She's looking to get up there, though, because she says 40. I'm retiring, and I know she's thinking about the senior golf tour. And meanwhile, Anne-Marie Dugan rings a 10-pin on that shot.
Another good shot.
Backs the ball up, chooses not to switch equipment for a 10-pin. And Dad Bob Pike has been out on the road with her virtually every week.
Right, he supports her. It's tremendous when you can have support of your family like that.
Well, I know her husband Pat is at home working and keeping the home intact.
And they have fond memories of this place. This is where Pat proposed to Anne-Marie in 1989, right here in Hammond, Indiana.
Oh, and he's not even here to help celebrate that occasion.
Okay, she's set up a strike now, so she can still put some pressure back on Cheryl.
And shoot a possible 217. Cheryl would have to fill the next 4 frames. And leaves a 2-5. Actually got a lot of pin action there. Pretty good break.
She did. The bucket was actually standing, which is the 2, 4, 5, 8, and the 4 and 8 fell out.
And a much more difficult spare.
Ball coming in light, head pin off the wall, kicks out the 7. There, kicked the 4, and also took care of the 8.
Looked like that 5-pin might have tried to take out that 2. No problem with the spare. And there's the 52 pins with only 3 frames to go. It really appears that she is in the driver's seat and is driving her way to the winner's circle. Heard a little double bounce there.
Cheryl got away with one. She dropped that shot completely off her hand. She's motioning basketball, double dribble there, but
hey, whatever works, right? Still struck. Another ringing 10-pin. You just know when it's your night or when it's your tournament, and this just has been Cheryl's tournament from start to finish.
it has. And, Anne-Marie's lined it up now. She's making great shots. 10 pins just not kicking out, and she knows, she's got to find a way to carry, and she's making subtle adjustments each frame, but it's just not working.
And slight smile. Great attitude Anne-Marie has right now. She'll just bounce back, go next week, say, try to get into the top 5 again, try to win another title, and she's got a whole different attitude than she did a couple years ago.
Exactly. She said in the past she put so much pressure on herself when she started out so good. You take a look, it's a 52-pin lead. And she said it was just too much pressure for her. And this way, she's just trying to be happy and take what comes.
And Cheryl up now in the 9th frame. And the mayor of Hammond, Wayne Dietlow, along with his wife, Lori, on hand for tonight's action. The biggest event in town. See a big smile, happy camper here.
Yeah, Cheryl actually, that ball actually deflected, but it blew the pins out.
I know she drilled this ball and used it most of the week, and she has been very happy with, very excited about the reaction she was getting.
Cheryl's a winner. Back-to-back titles. She becomes what, number 10?
Number 10, that's right, number 10. And both from the top seed position. And I remember you mentioned last week that it wasn't one of her more favorite positions to be in.
Right. Last year she was there 3 times and lost them all. But she said this was a new approach this year. certainly is.
Right now, one more strike, 259. You can really appreciate the fans here. They backed her all week, and you know, they know that how difficult it is for a top seed to come out after leading a tournament by 42 games, after how hard she worked, and not to win this event. That'd been a shame. But she did not let that happen. She closes out with 5 strikes in a row. Finishes up with 259. Right now, Henry Dugan is going to have to settle for second place and a check for $4,500.
And of course, now it carries.
And unfortunately for the fans, we didn't get to see that, or they didn't get to see that wonderful position round game last night. Henry Dugan would, of course, like to have that back since she was the winner, 258 to 257, but what a difference a day makes, as today was not Anne-Marie's day. But I tried for the rematch, maybe next week.
And the crowd applauding Anne-Marie also. I also noticed when Leanne Barrett left the area after she lost, the crowd applauded her. So very knowledgeable and very supportive crowd.
Oh, out the window, but this point doesn't make any difference. She finishes up 194 again. Final score 259, 194. A standing ovation, a round of applause. Here comes some hug doubles partner, Jocelyn Jennings, coming in to wish her best to Cheryl. A lot of friends and family members.
Cheryl not too far from her home here, so she was able to have people come out.
And we'll be back with the presentation to our champion, Cheryl Daniels, the winner. Final score, 259, 194. Come back with us.
At Sam's Town, some people just can't seem to wait. You know the type. They shake, rattle, and poke at presents.
George, what are you doing?
Peek into closets and under beds.
George, you're embarrassing me.
And we'll go to great lengths for a sneak preview.
That's it, you're on your own.
For those of you who have more patience than George, we're pleased to tell you the grandest Sam's Town opening in our history is right around the corner.
Just a minute, honey. Honey. Oh.
Take a new look at the Old West. Sam's Town Hotel and Gambling Hall, Las Vegas.
The International Eliminator is coming. Never in the history of bowling has a tournament offered a 3 out of 4 payout and a $100,000 first place prize. Sam's Town in Las Vegas is the place to be for this scratch tournament, where the entire prize list is guaranteed by Sam's Town Hotel, Gambling Hall, and Bowling Center. The Eliminator is open to amateur bowlers from all over the world, and the finals of this prestigious event will be nationally televised. For entry blanks and information on this unique event, call now. 1-800-VEGAS-95.
I've never run such rough roads for such long duration.
I'm not crazy.
There's a lot of different places to put your feet and hands. If you can't make a long reach, you can find something else, and you can express yourself any way you want.
I'm not crazy.
I am Prime, and I play the world.
Well, she did it. She became the 10th LPBT player to win back-to-back titles. Congratulations, Cheryl Daniels. And with us is Nick Loxus to present the check for $9,000 and a beautiful trophy.
Congratulations for winning this year's Hammond Open. I hope you enjoyed your stay here in Hammond, and I look forward to seeing you defend your title next year.
Well, thank you very much to the Loxus family for having us here. And I cannot believe the support of the fans here in Hammond and Chicago area. It's just unbelievable. You guys are the greatest fans. I just got to tell you, the greatest fans in the world.
too, Cheryl. Cheryl, after all the changes you made just recently, did you expect to win back-to-back titles so quickly?
You know, I'm really shocked at how well I'm bowling now. And after last week, it was such a confidence boost. And, you know, I just kind of trying to ride on that momentum, ride on that positive momentum right now. So.
Okay, for those of you that would like to join with Cheryl on that momentum, we'll be bowling out in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. We have a 9-pin no tap on June 19th at Ocean Lanes. Come on out and join us. It's a lot of fun.
And we'll be back to talk more with our champion right after these messages.
Would you play golf with this broken club? It could make you a better golfer than you ever dreamt possible.
Hi, I'm Al Geiberger, and I found an amazing golf club that can help you hit them longer and straighter. It's called the Medicus.
This unique hinged club monitors and grooves your entire swing. Come back too fast or use the wrong angle, and the Medicus breaks down to let you know it. Swing correctly, and it works just like an ordinary club. Use it in your backyard, take it to the driving range, even use it on the golf course. Medicus forces your club head into the right position.
It'll take strokes off of your game, and I promise you it'll improve your swing and you'll hit it further.
Medicus is yours for 3 easy payments of only $33. And if you call now, we'll send you this Medicus instructional video free. It's guaranteed to work for you, so order your Medicus today.
To order Medicus, call 1-800-352-2121 for only 3 easy payments of $33 plus shipping and handling. Call 1-800-352-2121.
The $50,000 Hammond Open is being brought to you by Ebonite International Incorporated, where advanced technology has striking results. And we're back again with our champion, Cheryl Daniels. Cheryl, interesting comment made to me last night. You stepped up on the approach from the very first ball you threw in this tournament, determined to win.
Well, you know, I really felt confident after last week, and I just felt like I could be very aggressive, and so when I started this week, I just had that attitude, just start out aggressive and try to get out the gate fast, and I did. So.
Well, you're dangerous when you start out aggressive.
Well, that's true, and with a positive frame of mind, so I'm telling you, it's just unbelievable how things have been going lately. So.
Well, any chance for that music career anytime soon with this type of bowling?
Well, you know, I'm thinking a little more about bowling now, you know, these days.
Isn't that how it is, Jan? The better they bowl, all of a sudden they're back into the tour again. Forget about that secondary job, right?
Yeah, I'm still going to work on it in the summer, but right now I'm just thinking about bowling.
Well, that's a great thing to be thinking about after you've won back-to-back titles. She'll be going for number 3 next week, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next stop. Next 2.
Well, there's only been Tish Johnson to win 3 consecutive titles. Also, I believe Lisa Wagner has done it. Just a few players enter that group.
That would be wonderful. So I'll be shooting for that next week. Yeah.
All right, I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to join us next week for the $50,000 Rocket City Challenge. We'll be coming to you from Huntsville, Alabama on Prime Network. For Jan Schmidt, I'm Leila Wagner. So long.
Our planet's rainforests are burning. 96,000 acres are burned every day. Less rainforest means less rain, and an even greater threat from the massive devastation of
The Brother Squad captures the artistry, language, and spirit of Africa in its routine.
Here to build a bridge to the motherland, Mother Africa, from New York City, the Sigmas.
and sisters, listen to the sound. This should make you remember. Remember the time before rhythm, dance, and music originated out of Africa, the motherland. We, the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, remember